Welcome to Troy Lee Designs. I'm David Pingree. We're going to talk a little bit about the air gear today. It's something that's been used by the race team all summer long, and I'll tell you, if you ride in warm conditions, this is the stuff you want to have. Completely vented front and back, super light material. It feels like you're not even wearing a shirt. It's also got this gel print on the back, keeps the jersey from coming untucked. Dean Wilson, if you're watching, this is what you need. Stuff is great. The pants also vented front and back, which is something that's kind of unique to our gear. Most companies just do a panel in the front. TLD runs one down the back that wraps around as well, so lots of ventilation going on. Jeff, why don't you tell us a little bit more about some of the technical sides of these things?
Thanks, Ping. As you mentioned, on these pants here, we run vented panels on the front here, on the top and on the thighs right here, as well as the back. So that offers ventilation through the front and then it exhausts through the rear. So that's a key point on these pants. Also, these pants, we run 4-way stretch spandex on the rear yoke here, as well as in the knee area to accommodate knee braces. Also, on the inner liner, it's got a stretch piece on the top here, which helps keep the pants in place and keeps them from coming down in those long motos. Also, we use a side cinch Velcro closure here that adds greater adjustability, so you can get a broad range of sizes to fit in these pants. These are our lightest pants in our line. They actually come in under 2 pounds, and they definitely help out in the hot weather.
And something else that goes along with this gear are the air gloves. And there's actually a pretty interesting history of evolution with these. You know, we started looking for something with less padding, better feel of the grip, with increased ventilation of the hands, and started with a sample that Will Hahn was using at the beginning of the Supercross season. He got the first few sets and loved them. From there we started handing them out to different riders and everybody loved them. They are by far, in my opinion, and I think most of the team riders would agree, the best glove Troy Lee Designs has ever made, and in a lot of cases the best glove any of these guys have ever ridden in. Jeff, tell us a little bit about some of the features of these.
Well, we put a lot of time in developing this glove this year, and some of the key features, it uses a material up on the top. It's an air mesh material that allows for extreme ventilation and breathability on the top part of your hand. On the palm area, it's just a very thin layer of Clarino, and it actually has little vent holes in here. Also, it uses a real thin gel print pattern here, which adds greater grip on the handlebars as well as on the fingertips here. It also uses a Velcro closure system, so you can accommodate different size wrists for the rider. And then lastly, the one thing we did when we developed these is, and this is straight from the comments of our racers, they're very short. Instead of extending it past the wrist, we kept them really short. That way it doesn't bother you when you're riding at all and get in the way of your wrist movement here. So overall, these gloves here are definitely a favorite of our riders and our lightest gloves in our line.
And that's the air gear. So if you ride during the summer, which most people do, if it's warm where you live, unless you're in Alaska or Antarctica, this is the stuff you want from spring to fall. Take a look at it, TroyLeeDesigns.com.